Hey guys, what's going on? This is Kyrie091 hanging out with you today. Let's see. What happened here was that when I recorded episode 4 of my Let's Play series that you're watching right now, I have no idea what happened, but it definitely didn't work out. So I wasn't able to process or upload the video, so I'm recording somewhat of a substitute episode 4 right now. This is just to show you basically what I did in episode 4 that we missed out on. Most of the episode was me running around frantically looking for this stuff called Certus Quartz. Well, I got some right here so I can demonstrate it for you right now. Sometimes Certus Quartz will drop, it always drops the little Certus Quartz crystals. Sometimes it'll drop a Certus Quartz dust, and it looks like it did drop one right there. I already had some that I had spawned in for myself. I'll disregard this here. I spawned a lot of this stuff in just for the purposes of showing you. I did it in a separate test world because I don't want to mess up my single player world by spawning stuff in and, ruining the feel of a legit gaming experience. So let me show you what we can do with the Certus Quartz dust real quick. First, let's get ourselves a wooden gear by putting 2 planks, getting some sticks. Put the sticks just like that. Boom, wooden gear. Put the wooden gear up in the top. Put 3 smooth stone. Put 3 Certus Quartz dust, and then put 2 cobble at the bottom, and you get a Grindstone. The Grindstone's added by Applied Energistics, and it is pretty cool. So, let's see. Grab, now we need a wooden crank, also added by Applied Energistics. So, what is this all about? In the single player world, by the way, I placed the Grindstone right there, wooden crank right on top of it. So, what's a wooden crank all about? Well, as you are most likely aware, let's grab some of this iron ore that I found over here. If I put an iron ore into the furnace, just one, you'll notice that it smelts it, and yes, I get an iron ingot. That should not be news to you. You know that already, I'm sure. So, what if I take an iron ore, and I put it into the grindstone, and I hold right-click on this wooden crank for a while the iron ore is in there? Let's see. You'll see the iron ore is now in the middle of the grindstone because it's being worked on. The thing's grinding it up. Every time I'm holding this down, it's grinding it a little bit more. Now, you can see it's done grinding it, and I now have 2 iron dust. 1 iron ore yields 2 iron dust. We can put those in the furnace, and the furnace will cook up. Let me take this out of there. The furnace will cook up both of those, each of those into 1 ingot. So essentially, for every 1 iron ore you put in the grindstone, you're going to end up with 2 iron ingots. That's pretty handy. So, that is mostly what we did in episode 4. It's hard to believe that in an actual episode that took me like 16 minutes to do that, considering I just knocked it out right there real quick for you. The other thing that we did, let me see if I can get out of this ravine. I might have to jump into creative mode real quick so I can get the heck out of here, and that's okay. Alright, the other thing that we did I wanted to show you over here. Don't mind all that stuff, that's some of my testing stuff. We found, let me set it to daytime, some of this here rubber. It looks just like this with the bright green leaves and all that. That is MFR rubber. It's added by Minefactory Reloaded, hence the MFR acronym. And all I did was just get myself a couple of saplings out of it, and they look just like that. So, I do have a couple of those saplings, and I do have a quartz grindstone. Look at all this fun stuff going on here, man. Look at all that. Can you imagine how cool it's going to be when we get to start messing with all this stuff in the single-player world that the LP that we're doing? Anyways, we'll get there. We'll get there. That stuff's a little ways off. So that is all that we got done in episode 4. I'm surprised I stretched that into 18 minutes, but, I guess that's kind of my thing, blathering on about nothing just like I'm doing right now. So thank you for watching. Sorry about the mix-up with episode 4. I hope you'll continue watching. And hopefully that won't happen again, so there's no more interruptions. And, yeah, thanks for watching. Alright.